Ladies and gentlemen. The topic for discussion now is minimizing supply chain costs through collaboration. We have a very eminent panel with us today. As a panel, what we would like to explore are the following themes: increasing customer service levels by maximizing responsiveness in supply chain, collaborating with suppliers to ensure adaptability to changing market dynamics, increasing effectiveness and reducing cost. We would also try to look at delivering a lean supply chain management to minimize costs and generate business value. The panel would try to look at the three dimensions of measurement of collaboration. So when we collaborate with partners, what are the areas which we look into? First, the degree to which it requires inter-organizational requirements. So how much am I willing to collaborate? How much is a collaboration possible with my prospective partner? The type of customer-supplier relationships, whether it is one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-one, and so on. How unique is our process of interacting with the supplier? The models of collaboration could be many. It could be simple fax or email-based, and it could move to transformational strategic collaboration where you are completely integrated on IT on one side and even on the business on the other side. So we'll see how that is possible. In addition, we'll also would like to look at the cost-benefit framework. Does collaboration in, let's say, going into free trade zones make meaningful benefits for both partners? Of course, over the last 5 years, we are discussing GST. So what does GST have in terms of collaboration, whether it's in terms of the many fiscal warehouses which we have and so on and so forth? To discuss all this and more, I'll not take any much of your time. And let me invite the first panelist. So Devdas will first give his comments on the topic.
Today morning during the sustainability session, Radha was mentioning about survival of the fittest. But when it comes to retail supply chain, you don't have to be fit, but you have to be fast. You have to definitely run faster than your competitors. And it is not the retailer is running alone. You have to get all the stakeholders along with you to run, to reach to the final consumer. Shoppers Stop, today we have nearly 1,000 suppliers. So our first collaboration was with our supplier partners. Before we collaborate with them, we had a tough time. We have wasted a lot of executive time only giving information to our suppliers. Suppliers ask any information you have to provide because that will make them proactive. They used to ask for sales information many times at SKU level. They ask inventory information, they ask their payment information, they ask reverse logistic information. Everything has to be provided manually, either through mail or Excel reports. Today we don't provide any information to our suppliers. Everything there in their system. They get whatever information they want, everything is available in their system. We have a strong B2B connectivity with our supplier partners, which provide them sales information, payment information, inventory information at SKU level, reverse logistic information, what stocks we have rejected, why we are rejected, when we dispatch. All the informations are available for our supplier partners today. There is no phone calls today. Okay, they can very proactively manage the business because they exactly know what style, what color, what size is selling in different stores. The other collaboration we have done with our 3PL partners, okay, we have one retailer who has outsourced our logistics operation completely. We have 4 large regional distribution centers, which independently managed by the 3PL companies. We have nobody sitting from Shoppers Stop in any of the distribution centers. It is independently managed by the logistic partners. So that is the best way of collaborating to make them independent. They just follow our process today and they manage the operations up to our satisfactions. The other collaboration, the best collaboration you need to have with your customers, your consumers. We have 73% of the sales coming from our loyal customers. And this is month after month and year after year. We have one of our concept, home concept, we have recently taken an initiative. During the range presentation, we are calling few of our customers to see our range, okay, to give opinion about our range. I think that's the highest level of collaboration you can have your consumers. Before launching the product, you are asking them, will you buy this product? Okay, that's a kind of collaboration we have started with the HomeStop consumers now. One thing is very clear, the retail, if we have to survive, we need to collaborate. We need to collaborate with all our stakeholders. Thank you.
Thanks, Devdas, for those points on being fit and fast to get stakeholders along, from information paralysis to how we have become proactive in collaborating. Now, Jayesh,
We also I am from the Globus, and we also from the apparel business. We normally handle lakhs of the queue and we in the warehouse probably around 3 to 4 lakhs queue available at any point of time. So we do a collaboration, and collaboration doesn't mean that you have to do a collaboration with the supplier and customers to manage. There are certain times the collaboration is required internally also. I just give you a background how we started the collaborations. All the people, most of them started. Earlier, if you see the vendor, all the people, all the supplier, all the retailers used to send their barcode to the vendors. And now after that, what happens? The technology has been changed, and people have come with the EN barcode. Now the EN barcode can be mapped up with your barcode and your system, and then without supplying a barcode from your side, vendor can use their barcode and send their barcode, and we can capture that in our systems. This is where we collaborate with the supplier. There are certain times we also collaborate with the supplier for the designing of the products, forecasting, and certain times also packaging of the products. Why packaging? Because there are product loses its value while transferring the stocks from the vendor place to my warehouse and warehouse to stores. If you don't have a proper packaging, then it loses values. There is a pilferage, shortage, increase the transportation cost. To reduce all these things, we have designed a packaging method with the supplier, and then there is one more collaboration we have done with the supplier is like earlier we used to source all the winter wear. Most of the people winter wear we source from the Ludhiana and another part of the countries, not from the Bombay. If you wanted to source the winter wear and ask vendor to send a stock from the Ludhiana to your central warehouse and central warehouse to the respective stores, you will lose your times, cost, double transportation, everything. So what we have decided, we will not invert these stocks at our warehouse. Instead of sending these, we will arrange a method with the vendor so that we will send our people to the respective vendor place. Why people will deputate for the Ludhiana or all these kind of reasons for the 2 to 3 months, they will do a pickup from the vendor place and dispatch directly stock from the vendor place to the respective stores. We'll do a GRN there, and all the necessary receiving the documentations, all these will be given to the vendor when we pick up the stock from the vendors. There are many. We also do a collaborative with the transporters. Like most of the retailers have a part load, don't have a full truck loads. So we have a dedicated transporters who has to come down at a particular time on every day to the warehouse or respective stores to pick up the part loads. There is a site of the vendor, because earlier you need to track your consignment. Where is the consignment? So we have linked with most of the transporter with the online tracking of the documents. So their data of online tracking will be updated in my systems at the end of the day. And from my system, I get the details where my stocks are available. And whether it is in this hub, or whether in that hub, or where is my stocks with the transporters.
Brands, how to reduce the time and give the replacement to the customer in a shorter span of time.
Thanks, Siddharth, for your comments on transactional information sharing, joint decisions, or resource sharing in terms of different levels of collaboration. Tamara, your views on it?
Oh, thank you. I just wanted to share some perspective that might be a little different than these gentlemen from within retail. I'm working with a variety of customers who have quite many different approaches to collaboration. And I think to put that in context, it's really driven by the environment that they're operating in. We recently read a study from Price Waterhouse, I believe, who said in the States they were looking at the total retail spend as being flat or only slightly higher, and possibly even lower in Europe. And although that's not a shocking piece of data, when you think about all the new entrants that are coming into retail, that dollar amount is being split over a larger amount of companies. And so the environment is much more aggressive for each retailer to maintain their share of the pie and to maintain their customer loyalty. So collaboration for them is really in the context of delivering against that brand promise and keeping that customer. So your supply chain is your brand promise. And so our customers are looking at collaboration throughout the entire value chain. And that is from source, possibly even raw materials, depending on their particular point of view. We have a customer, Patagonia, who's very involved in sustainability and transparency in their supply chain. Their collaboration focus is very much down into the second tier of their supply chain. And they do that to provide confidence to their customers about where they're spending their money. We have other customers whose focus is not only on where are my goods, but where is my money. Something like 80% of their assets are tied up in inventory. And every day they can pull out of inventory from a cycle time reduction, which comes from collaboration with all the partners, and the examples that we just heard are extremely valuable. And further to what I mentioned earlier this morning, I think that the real prize here is how I refer to it, is at the strategic level, which is when we look at the market conditions that you all are operating in. I think here in India, you're blessed with a much kind of higher growth environment than we are in the States. That brings its own level of challenges around scale and complexity. And so I think I would close with the collaboration in understanding your position on collaboration relative to the context of the customer service levels that you're providing to your customers and the particular brand promise that you want to deliver against. So the questions you should be asking are not only what are the costs of collaboration and the costs in the supply chain, but what is the cost of a lost customer? What is the cost of a disappointed customer? What is the cost of a scandal? What is the cost of any disruption in your supply chain, and how do you respond to that? So the questions are in the context of what you're trying to deliver. And it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Each one would be unique to your value proposition.
Thanks, Tamara, for your comments on collaboration across the entire supply chain so as to increase value in terms of customer service for the final consumer. Devdas, you wanted to have a final comment before we open the floor to questions?
See, every retailer has, collaborated with their business partners in different way today. Now, what is maybe in future, what we need to strongly think of industry-led collaborations. Okay, today we are yet to set a lot of standards, a lot of benchmarking standards. Today, if you ask me, do we have a packing standard for the suppliers? Not really. We don't have, because different retailer is going and asking the suppliers to pack it differently. To build it differently. So can we set some standards? To set the standard, industry to forward. We already had a discussion with maybe areas to take the lead of getting the retailers and the manufacturers on a common platform and discuss how do we set standards now. I think that is the way forward. I think that is a need of the future. Thanks.
Okay, the MA is already giving me a look in terms of that we are shooting the time. I open the floor for any questions, and we'll take a couple of questions. Any questions?